Well, let's talk about what this place is, because we've been kind of talking around it, right? It's basically a fake city.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, kind of like like a Google campus.
Like a Google campus.
For cops. So $90 million project, 85-acre center. Mentioned the mock city. There's a firing range. There's, an explosive facility. And then, of course, the Cop Academy, the Institute for Social Justice. To kind of compare just a little bit, the NYPD Training Academy is 32-acre campus, and the LAPD is about 20 acres. So this is significantly larger.
Yeah.
So much larger that I think it is worth asking what the fuck is going on there.
Well, I will say one of the reasons that they said that Mayor Kesha Lance Bottoms has said, and since politicians have said, is that a big reason they're building this is for police morale.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Do you remember all those hosts of I don't know.
Like for a Google thing, like they take the Google thing to heart and they're like, you know what cops need? They need like froyo. They need like
ping pong.
Yeah, team building happy hours.
A day in my life as an Atlanta police officer. Wake up at 6:45 and have my Bloom greens. I don't know what else. I never watched those videos more than that.
I don't know anything. Yeah.
It's crazy though, because I do be waking up at 6:45 and have my Bloom greens.
When is that?
I don't know, but it looks like something that gives you diarrhea. I genuinely don't know though. So, obviously, they've got the firing ranges there, which, by the way, I'm no expert on this stuff, but like the Atlanta forest is like, again, like a pretty big green environment in this city, right? And Atlanta is like less hot, this is how it was explained to me, is like has more temperate temperatures than other parts of Georgia because of how much greenery is around it. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I don't know if having an outdoor shooting range is like really great for the environment out there. No. But one thing though is that like, and this is something that I have always kind of been into. I love reading about weird cop shit and training and all that kind of stuff because they get up to some really funky shit. The fake city aspect of it is really interesting to me because they're trying to play part of it off as firefighter training, and they are going to have a burn house like those big, like that one on the Mission. You guys ever see that one?
That's where firefighters go, and then they like run up the stairs and they like put out fires
cheat on
and
their
they're
wives.
training. I'm just describing it for
no, that's where they cheat on their wives. I don't know if that's a thing about firefighters, but I'm assuming they do that. It seems like the kind of guys who would. But they're also building like basically a fake city for the police to train in.
Yeah, a huge fake city that they could train in. Interestingly enough, I want to say the Atlanta Press Collective, which I give a shout out to them. They've been doing great work on all of this. And on the history of the Atlanta Prison Farm, which is the site where a lot of this is going to take place, or a lot of Cop City is like going to be built. Yeah. They are saying that 40% of the cops to be trained at Cop City, they got their hands on some internal documents, are from out of state. So it's basically what they posit is that this center is going to function as a national and international training center. Yeah. Where, and this is a quote from them, law enforcement agencies from different states and possibly countries would develop and share violent policing tactics, the likes of which have most recently led to the deaths of Keenan Anderson, Tyree Nichols, and Manuel Tortuguita Terran. And, there is a really robust history of U.S. cops kind of basically using centers in the States, but also then internationally to share and expand and test out policing activities before kind of bringing it home and training police elsewhere. Yeah, absolutely. I know famously, actually, a lot of police go and train. I think we've actually covered this on the show before, go and train in Israel. And one might wonder why American police are training in a country that is probably most famous for occupying a place, like classic barbed wire and electric machine guns attached to remote controllers. Occupation. It's basically because they're training them in counterinsurgency. Yeah, absolutely.